Hey, somebody turn the music back on.
I'm 61 years old, and when Harry was about my age, the Toastmasters, with Phil organizing it, had a roast for him. I think Tim was there. Anyway, they asked...
You gotta talk more loudly so everybody can hear.
Except for you.
So they asked me to speak, and they asked Steve to speak, and I said,
Right.
Steve, let's do ours together, George
That's
Burns
right.
and Gracie Allen.
That's right.
And he had the props then, so you'll have to just imagine the props. But I only remember 2 of the little stories we told.
I wrote it.
And I so I said, Steve, remember what it was like growing up? I'm in the older group, he's in the younger group. But Dad had 10 kids born in 12 years, and he would his shirts went to the laundry. He wore a suit every day under one of those mechanic suits that zipped up.
Coveralls.
But he had to come home for boxer shorts, which was no problem. Nobody borrowed those, and black socks. And he had 3 teenage boys. He could never find any black socks.
Because white socks were Parma.
And in our household, Otto, who's here, took over at 4 years old the laundry for all 12 people.
Yeah.
The clothes went down the laundry chute, and there was a table for like 12 people. And after Otto, 4 years old, stood on the chair and put it in the washer and measured it out, and he had piles of black, white, and red, and sometimes there was pink stuff came out. They only knew hot in those days. He stood on the chair and he put it in. We were all gone to school, and then he put it in the dryer and he cleaned the vent and he did all the laundry and he put it on this table. And then Harry would have
Drying
to...
pile, we called it.
Drying pile.
The drying pile. Harry would have to come to this pile and sort through towels and little girls' underwear and big girls' underwear and look for black socks, and he could never find any socks. So he said, I'm sick of this, and he went to some function and he found lime green
socks.
lime green, fluorescent, 6 dozen lime
More than
green
that.
socks.
Nobody would borrow
And
his
when we
socks.
did this little talk, I don't know how, but Steve found some, and he held them up.
There they are.
You'll have to just imagine them. And everywhere we went for the rest of our lives, Harry said, see these socks I have to wear? And everywhere we went with him, he wore these lime green socks. It was so embarrassing, but he could go to the pile and find them right away. So then, I'm not doing very well with Steve's side, so on the second story of this, remember how there was only one TV? And Harry would come in the door, and it was the ball game.
Right.
And we're all watching the Little Rascals, and we're having a great time. And then here comes Harry, and we're like, oh, God, he's home. You kids don't care, do ya, if I watch the Indians? But we would all clear the couch. And we would know that he'd sit on the couch and then he'd lie down and all our little eyes watched him. And mind you, the guy was only, what, 42 years old. He would fall asleep.
Yeah, he'd only worked 14 hours by that time.
So we
And
would
the
see
Indians
him.
haven't changed either.
So our little eyes all just watched him, and he would saw off about 3 big ones. And then we would turn the Little Rascals back on. And we're enjoying the Little Rascals, and all of a sudden, what? Turn the ball game on, I gotta see. Flip, flip, flip to the ball game. Well, those TVs in those days, the handle, am I getting beyond myself?
No, they had the knob that would
No,
go
so
off.
then I stopped, because I say this was our era. We watched him and we turned it back and then we waited. But Steve says,
Oh, then the knob would come off the TV. So when you got your show on, you just took the knob off. Hid it somewhere.
Where is that now?
but Harry learned about the knob, and Harry put the Indians on and took the knob on the couch. And then Steven comes up and he had his
The Flyers.
the Flyers. There wasn't any problem. We had a set of pliers. And Harry would turn his, he'd say, I have the knob. I was the little rascal. So we would give the knob, give us the knob, turn the knob back. And then everybody would wait again for him to go back to sleep. That was my only story.
Yay!